If you want to create a visual which shows top N and others, then this video is for you. This will dynamically change the product names based on your slicer selections. You can even expand the others to know more about the products falling under others category. In this video, let's create this functionality from scratch. Alright, I have this visual, which is showing product-wise total sales amount and other measures. First of all, I will create a measure to calculate the dynamic rank. This measure name I can keep as product rank. As usual, the expression for this measure is pretty simple. Rank X over the all selected product names, and this ranking should be calculated based on total sales measure. Then rank these products in descending order. Now it will calculate the dynamic ranking for the products. I can select this visual and drag this measure to verify that this particular measure is working or not. Next, from this Enter Data option, I will create a table. This table name I can have as top N and others. The column name also I can keep as same, top N and others. Here I will enter two rows. One is for top N and another is for others. I will also add an order or ID column for this. And then click on Load. This table will be added to the semantic model. Click on the model view and make sure that this table is disconnected in your semantic model. Alright. Next, click on the modeling option and click New Table to create another small table. This table name I can have as top N selection. This calculated table is nothing but a series of numbers, starting from 1 to total number of products available in the product table. I will use this in the slicer, but since we need a dynamic slicer, I need to apply a filter on this table. We will look into this in a minute. Before that, let me apply some settings in my top N table. Here the text column need to be sorted based on its ID column, so that I will see top N text as first row header and then others. Alright. Now I can drag this field to my matrix visual above the product name. With this, I will have this field as first row header, and under this will have the product names. But this is not going to work by its own, and we need to apply some workaround. As that you can see here, all the products are shown under this top N. In order to make it working, I will create my master DAX measure, which will do the remaining job. This measure name I can keep as top N filter. The expression is like this. If selected value from the top N and others column is equal to top N, then the rank expression for the products should be less or equal to the selected value from the product rank slicer. Or, if selected value or row header in context is others, then rank expression should be greater than the selection from the slicer. Since this is going to be used as a filter, let's wrap it within function so that it will return 1 or 0 for true or false value. Now select the matrix visual, open the filter section, and drag this measure there. The value for this measure should always be equal to 1, so that it will satisfy the conditions mentioned inside the expression. Alright. We have completed most of the working. As that you can see, we have the top 5 products inside my top N header, because in my slicer, I have selected 5. One issue here is, I see the ranking even on the total level, and to remove this, I can make a small change to my product rank measure. Here I can add one condition. If product names are in the scope, means there is only one product in the context of the row header, then only it should calculate this ranking. With that, we no longer see the product ranking on subtotal levels, and have ranks only for the product level. Now we can verify that if we select any number from this slicer, save is going to show as top N, and remaining products will be grouped under others, which you can expand and see. One another issue here is, this slicer is by default showing all the numbers irrespective of how many maximum products are there in that particular filter context. In order to solve this, I will create another small measure to filter this slicer. The name for this slicer I can keep as slicer filter. The expression for this measure is pretty simple. Here it will just apply one condition, which is, the maximum value or this list should be less or equal to the total number of products in the sales table. Again, I will wrap it inside in function to return 1 or 0 for true or false value. Next, I can select the slicer and drag this measure in the filter section. Bind the value of this measure as always 1. And we are all set to go. With this, we will have only that many numbers in the slicer, which is available for a particular filter context. This solution can be very useful for your Power BI projects. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to our channel for many such interesting videos on Power BI and Microsoft Fabric. Post your feedbacks and suggestions in the comment box.